Gukesh Domaraju has set the year on fire, and what a whirlwind week it's been. Winning the title in the very last game to getting a hero's welcome in his hometown. A victory that really shook a whole country, but also has left aftershocks across the world. Everyone's taking note of the giant India is turning out to be. In a gesture to pay respect to Gukesh's win, chess world number 3 and popular streamer American Hikaru Nakamura added Indian standard timings to his streaming schedule. Adding India out of respect, he says. It's the first time Nakamura added Indian timings in his streaming schedules since he started this many years ago. Usually, Nakamura lists inside USA and European timings. But given the growing craze, the interests, and yes, the talent that India is producing, this new addition was, of course, inevitable. Nakamura may term this as his way of showing respect to and acknowledging Gukesh's historic win, but he has capitalized on the opportunity of the growing fandom that chess has gained in the country. Nakamura is just another chess grandmaster who's finally sitting up and acknowledging a fact that India has been trying to shout for months now. Garry Kasparov, whose 4-decade-long record Gukesh shattered, also jumped in to weigh on India's rise.
Gukesh was well prepared, and the player who played the best won the match. His victory caps a phenomenal year for India. Combined with Olympiad dominance, chess has returned to its cradle and the era of Vishy's children is truly upon us.
Chess as a sport has come a long way in India, and the growing talent pool and success has meant a larger audience coming in, which is why the final was streamed across various platforms on YouTube. The Indian streaming platform had the highest viewership for the final game, with around 3.8 million people glued to the game. Coming in second was the USA streaming platform with a viewership of 1.4 million, and the lowest, surprisingly, was the official streaming link of FIDE itself, 640,000 people alone. Gukesh's final against Ding Liren was much hyped even before the tournament really began, way before Gukesh was crowned champion. And while Gukesh's win is extraordinary, there are a bunch of youngsters who have contributed to India shining on this front. The country already has Arjun Erigesi, who has proved his merit by surpassing 2,800 ELO rating points. R. Pragyananda was the finalist in the World Cup this last year and was part of the team that won the Chess Olympiad gold this year. The women's team too is establishing itself as a powerhouse. The Chess Olympiad gold testament to that. Senior campaigners like Harika Dronavelli, Tanya Sachdev and young stars like R. Vaishali, Divya Deshmukh and Vanita Agarwal are proving their merit on the big stage. The world is bound to look at India differently because now the founder of the sport seems to have finally found their feet again.
The Olympiad, I think for India, it did a lot of things because the people's perspective towards our nation changed because of the win. Many people in the years were speaking, oh, India is an emerging superpower, in chess, like they are the next big things. And that question was answered that no, they are not the next big thing. They are the thing now. They are the dominant players in this sport.
And the year proved that there is nothing like too much success for them. Vishwanathan Anand rightfully called this bunch the golden generation. To think that at one stage India boasted of just one who could battle against the world. Now there's an army with many more waiting in the wings to erupt onto the world stage. And leading this brigade is the youngest of them all, 18-year-old, and is beginning his journey.
And of course, for the next year, I will be playing a lot of tournaments, and my goal is to now become the best player in the world. It has always been the case, and I think it continues to be. And looking forward to resuming all the work and all the efforts.
There is a quiet sense of ambition, there is pride, but what Gukesh really embodies is probably what you will see most Indian chess youngsters either trying to emulate or already imbibing. The sense of humility, something they saw in the chess great who led the way, their own Vishy Sir. And that is really why India, as a superpower, sits right. They dominate, but with a sense of modesty.
He will inspire millions of kids around the globe, especially in India. He will be the best chess ambassador ever. He is young, professional, friendly, mature, humble, classy, respectful, charismatic, well-dressed, well-spoken, and well-mannered.
Now, I want to end with Gukesh. He's the complete package the chess world needs, a face that can inspire generations to come. Like what Magnus Carlsen did for the sport across the globe, Gukesh can do the same and probably go one better, because there is that added charm to it, the teenage charm. A cocktail of qualities that is bound to make the world sit up and notice, and more importantly, start acknowledging.